Evening all, part 2 of King of the Hill. I actually don't know why I called it King of the Hill. Sounded good, but I think after a reflection, probably a bit dumb. Anyway, so this was round 2. Now, thank God we've got a different map, but this, well, you're about to witness, I think, again, a very vicious attack. Again, about as subtle as beating up a kid in a wheelchair. This just became a phenomenally I mean, I don't know what's up with our court, but whenever we do court battles, people really bring it, and you're about to see this. So, did my usual tactic, drop ship in, drop people at the furthest point, then I kind of retreat back to A, and we then cover A, and then the two squads are pretty much then aligned. That's the plan. Now, this video is going to deal with this in 2 parts. Part 1, which you're about to see now, is the attack on A. Everything that you're about to see for about the next 5 minutes is just a frenzied attack to try and keep A. And that's the reason why. We have an incredibly good heavy player in our corp, Carissa, who, let's just say, if they have their heavy machine gun and it's a dark night in a dark alley, you want to run the other way because they are phenomenally deadly with this thing. And this caused us a huge amount of trouble. Died numerous times, but we managed to, in this case, get the, just to stop them at least at A. But what you can see, this is a really good example of where I think certainly the game is going to be, really around the fact you need to defend the objective. Doesn't matter how many times you die, doesn't matter what you bring. It's more a case of, keeping the objective on blue in all cases. So, as you can see, Blackmore Slaughter's over at C, and he's obviously fighting an epic battle of his own, but right now we are focused on A, and we are trying to keep A, because, to be honest, that's it. This is the battle. Obviously, I don't know what's up with Eddie there. I think he's got, what was that, Commander? I think he's got something going on, but then they did something fantastic. They bought a tank and a dropship. That's what plinking me at the moment and killed me just then is an Eric's. Ooh, nice target. So first thing I naturally consider is, if you can see there's a tank, there's a dropship, and they're hacking A. We're losing it. This is bad news. So luckily we had a spawn pad just round the corner, so I called in my forge gun. Hoping that I can get some kills. Now, this isn't my character with the really good forge gun. This is a pretty mediocre one. So, as you can see, that tank's pretty well armored. But here we go. Watch this. 1, 2, and goodbye. How awesome is that? Let's have some slow-mo, just because that was an incredible takedown of what I think is a brilliant dropship. And it was a 2-shot, a twofer, because basically he just managed to completely knock it down. And here we go, and look at the trajectory as it crashes. This is what Dust is all about. There's nothing like that in Eve. It's just awesome. Look at that. So there we go, a bit of self-indulgence there as we show the but alas, that doesn't mean we've won. We're still in a bit of trouble at A. So managed to get a few kills there. We've killed, I think, 1 dude. There we go, we've got the LAV, but then Carissa again is bringing this incredibly good fit. I think it's a prototype heavy machine gun as well, so the boundless heavy machine gun just literally rips things apart. And now, again, 1 shot from a forge gun and they're down, doesn't matter who you are, but the thing is just getting that shot on. If you're elevated, it's a lot easier because it's like a rocket, but with this kind of level playing field, it's very difficult. However, Eddie managed to get the kill. That was very good. And then we rush A. So here we go, rushing. Now, this is the thing about the way that I think certainly the spawn mechanics work, is that we know that even by the time we get the hack on, they're already spawning in at this point. So we know that the clock is against us. So to be honest, you should almost get the hack on as soon as you can. I'm told that when it gets past 50%, so there, they can no longer spawn here, even if they're queued up to spawn here. But again, alas, didn't work. Carissa got in still, so we've got a problem. Oh, got me again. And I think this is certainly the wonderful thing of these court battles, is really pushing and challenging our colleagues and friends against each other. And here we go, look at this. Oh, flipping out, taking damage. 13, you got to be kidding me. And this is just the thing, it's so crazy when you get these kind of close call battles all the time, and it really was just a joy. So got my laser out, getting some good kills here, but again, just push, push, push. Here we go. And again, for us, this is great practice because again, we're not really that particularly crafted at attack. So for us, this was incredibly valuable. But again, just trying to get the hack on. Here we go. Probably not going to make it, but let's just try it. Not looking good. Nope. To abort. But again, here we go. So this is the and then the machine gun takes me down. Wonderful. This is exactly why we play Dust. It's so good. Then we got a fight. We actually got a bit of support. I think we then had 4 versus their 3, and we managed just to knock them down, but then get the quick hack as well, denying them a spawn. And that was the Battle of A. Incredible, it really was. And that pretty much was A covered. Now, at this point, we're halfway through the battle pretty much, and then we decide to push on B because we think it's probably best to redline them or at least take the battle to them. So they were hitting C phenomenally hard at this point. So B was relatively undefended, so I managed to get a sneak hack on the CIU. But again, you'll see just why in a minute. This was this is now the fight for B. And this becomes a phenomenally difficult one. We've got tank support, so we've got Stay Fresh in his tank, which as always is incredibly helpful, but then we start to lose C. I try a ninja hack on B, and here we go. This is risky because I'm pretty much on my own, but here we go. Oh, and taking damage. Well, at this point I think to myself, I'm just going to keep hacking it, and I got it. Got the hack off, which, again, probably isn't great. I'm probably going to die here as well. There we go. But at the end of the day, it focuses their attention back on B. Now they did counter hack it, which is a bit of a shame, but here we go. The battle is kind of being pulled back towards B now, so that gives the Black Mortal Adder at C some time to recoup, regroup, and then attack, and which he certainly did. And then all of a sudden, this was back to the toggle switch was flicked back in our favour. And as you can see, our squad is bringing it to B, and we're about to get another attempt at a hack. So it's all really good ebb and flow stuff. Now then, we notice that they've been sat up there, and there's not just one up there, and they're causing us a lot of trouble. So here we go, hacking B again, trying to get the hack on. Something's shooting me, and I'm thinking, what the hell is that? It's plinking away at me, and I thought, oh, almost got the hack, but then I realised it was a dude with a pistol. So bugger. But there we go. And then I thought, well, we need to deal with these guys up here because they were causing us a massive amount of damage. So the only thing I really had to deal with them was, to be honest, was the laser. But here we go, we're losing A. This is bad news. This is where I think everybody was kind of in position, but we were now at risk of losing everything. So here we go, a desperation hack on B, but again it didn't work because again they managed to get people on the hack. They stopped us taking it. However, we then got C, so that's good news. So that's obviously Black Mortal Adder's got his team rolling again, and there we go. We've both got then hacks on A and B, and then all of a sudden the switch has been completely turned in our favour, where we've got A, B, and C, and that is pretty much how these things go. Then a very useful orbital comes, so we actually managed to take out their spawn capability on top of that large building. At least we think we did, but it turns out we didn't. But at least that starts the process in our favour somewhat more. Now they actually got back up there, don't ask me how. Maybe we missed a spawn pad, but here we go, look at that guy jumping down, awesome, and then blap. Very lucky for me, but then all of a sudden I see they've got mass drivers and they take me out. So this is just the wonderful nature of this game. Look at the ebb and flow of it, and it was, I think if you don't do court battles, you should really do them, because this was better than any instant bat we've ever had, ever. Now, unfortunately, it's a shame it costs money to do them, but there we go. Now, the battle for B is now won, so now begins the battle for C, or it will do in just a moment, because I realised that somebody was doing a sneaky, or trying to get a sneaky hack on A, so I managed to, chase this dude, and just get some fire on him. But this is the frustrating bit again, is I'm trying to stop a hack on A, which isn't easy when you're on your own, but I think we might have done it. Nope, I'm dying. Ooh, crap. So there we go. So thankfully Eddie was there and he saw him and managed to stop the hack. So the last few points of the map, now watch this. This is epic. If ever I've done a maneuver, this is a maneuver to be proud of. Look at the dude there who's now in front of the tank. I reverse and kill him. Look at that. Reversed into him and squashed him on the tank. Come on, that deserves it. That deserves some credit. And I was all very pleased with myself, but as I started running for C, I got gunned down. So, and then the last few bits of the map was really just people dropping their orbitals, trying to keep the hacks off the various sites. As you can see, you know, we did lose B, which is a shame, but I think we all then started to hack it back. We then dropped an orbital on C, which is a great thing. So, you know, this is where I think, again, and you'll probably agree in the last match, orbitals won us it because we were able to really push people into a position where they're getting killed with the orbital. But there we go, victory. Now I think that must be something like 7-1 for Squad B now. So yes, I'm smug about that. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll certainly do a lot more of these, and soon inter-alliance battles. Ooh, see you soon.